Horses are going in the direction of the start now. They're now turning to face the starter, and they are off for the optimumracing.co.uk handicap. And Exile's Return, pulling very hard, is 8 lengths behind the last but one, which is Logician. So that Exile's Return under a lot of restraint. Is It Me, Absolute Shambles and Corso Palladio are the first three. Patsy Cline dives over it in fourth place, making a bit of a mistake. And then comes Tarvini as they race on towards the second. At the moment, Die's Return just has Logician and Exile's Return behind, and Is It Me led there, and Tarvini was very slow there, may have got a bit hampered, as Is It Me leads Absolute Shambles, Corso Palladio, and the one who's moved up on the outside in the purple colours is Whenever, who's now showing in fourth place. Magic Marmalade is racing on the rails in fifth. Tarvini's round the outside of Patsy Cline, and then comes Die's Return. And the last two are Logician and the very hard-pulling Exile's Return. So still on the gallop towards flight 3 of the 12, and Jason Maguire and Is It Me show the way to Tom Cannon and Absolute Shambles. Corso Palladio is with the white sleeves on the inside of Whenever, and Tarvini is a bit wider out with Magic Marmalade. They're almost at the third now. Won't be much to choose between Is It Me and Absolute Shambles. Diving over in third place is Whenever. Corso Palladio just being nudged along a bit next, and then Tarvini, Magic Marmalade and Patsy Cline. A slight gap then to Die's Return and Logician as they go over the fourth, and Exile's Return continues to pull frantically in last place. So 2 circuits to go. Is It Me, Absolute Shambles, Corso Palladio, Whenever. Magic Marmalade, Tarvini and Patsy Cline, and then a gap of 5 lengths to Die's Return, who's being followed by Logician and Exile's Return as they make the long gallop round towards the back straight. And there's about 15 lengths first to last. Is It Me, Absolute Shambles, Whenever, Corso Palladio. They're disputing third place with Tarvini. Right behind them is Patsy Cline, who's on the outside of Magic Marmalade in the maroon and beige colours, and then Die's Return having a first run for the John Coombe yard. Logician is next, and finally Exile's Return, 15 lengths behind the leader. They've covered 1 circuit now, and they race to flight 5 of the 12. Is It Me, Absolute Shambles, Whenever, Corso Palladio. Tarvini quite slow at that one. Magic Marmalade, Patsy Cline, Die's Return, Logician and Exile's Return. Second one in the back straight, Is It Me and Absolute Shambles. Still little to choose between the two of them. Is It Me slightly slicker over it than Absolute Shambles. A bit slow there was Patsy Cline, who's racing back in 7th place at the moment. Whenever's third, Corso Palladio, Tarvini and Magic Marmalade together, then Patsy Cline. Die's Return getting a little bit closer to Patsy Cline. A couple of lengths away then is Logician, and Exile's Return has always been last and a bit detached from anything else. So the next 2 flights are numbers 7 and 8 in the optimumracing.co.uk handicap hurdle. Is It Me and Absolute Shambles? Considering the 3-mile, 3-furlong trip here, they've been going a very decent gallop indeed, and they continue to lead Whenever, Tarvini, Corso Palladio, who was off the bridle at this point on the previous circuit. And then comes Magic Marmalade, who's followed by Logician as they jump there, and then Die's Return and a blunder there from Exile's Return. So they head on up towards the 8th, and Is It Me, Absolute Shambles. Tarvini's being shaken up on the inside to take closer order with Magic Marmalade, And Whenever, who's racing on the inside, Corso Palladio is being urged. Patsy Cline shaken up but is closing. Dies returns 2 lengths away. Another length and a half then to Logician, and tailed off is Exile's Return. A long gallop towards the fourth from home. Is It Me, Absolute Shambles, Whenever, Tarvini and Magic Marmalade. 3 lengths covering those 5. They're 2 ahead then of Corso Palladio still being urged along. Another little reminder for Patsy Cline. 2.5 lengths away, Logician and Dies Return, who've always been the last 2 of the main body of the field. Exile's Return is still going at the moment. So they're about to turn down the back straight. And as they do, Absolute Shambles has drawn level with Is It Me. In third place is Whenever. Magic Marmalade's been travelling well so far. Tarvini is coming under plenty of driving back in 5th place, and then a gap of about 3 lengths back to Patsy Cline. Absolute Shambles, who stays really well, is the leader by half a length from Is It Me. There's about 4 lengths then to Magic Marmalade and Whenever, who are together. After this one is Tarvini, then Patsy Cline, and then a gap of 5 lengths back to Corso Palladio. Dies Return and Logician are next, and Absolute Shambles led over the third from home, where Tarvini, who hasn't been jumping very well, made a mistake, and Exile's Return has been pulled up entering the back straight. So Absolute Shambles leads Is It Me on the long gallop back towards the last 2 flight of hurdles, and there's 2 lengths between the 2 of them, and they are now 8-10 lengths clear of Whenever. Another 3 lengths then to Tarvini. Magic Marmalade, who was going well, isn't now. That's back in 5th place. Patsy Cline. Dies Return is passing some of the back markers and Corso Palladio, but Absolute Shambles and Is It Me with about 3 lengths between them as they make their way on this long run back towards the second from home. Absolute Shambles galloping on really well out in front under Tom Cannon. Is It Me is sticking to the inside under Jason Maguire as Absolute Shambles comes over towards the stand side. Absolute Shambles by 2 or 3 lengths still from Is It Me. Whenever third, Magic Marmalade blundered there. Dies Returns trying to stay on. Is It Me is battling on really well. Absolute Shambles just from Is It Me, and then this short run in, they jump the last. Is It Me's in front again, and Is It Me, what a plucky performance from this one. Never out of the first 2, driven up to the line in front by Jason Maguire. He can ease close home. Absolute Shambles was second. Corso Palladio ran on again in the closing stages third. Whenever was fourth. Dies Return, Magic Marmalade, Patsy Cline, Logician and Tarvini was last.
First, number 8, Is It Me. The second, number 9. Third, number 4. And the fourth horse, number 6. The full results of the 7th and final race, the OptimumRacing.co.uk handicap hurdle race. First, number 8, Is It Me. Second, number 9, Absolute Shambles. Third, number 4, Corso Palladio. And the fourth horse, number 6, Whenever. The distances were 2.5 lengths and 10 lengths. The distances, 2.5 lengths and 10 lengths.